Hey y'all, welcome to Martel's Movie Madness. This is your host, as always, Ryan Martel, and I got a cool episode for you guys today. I got my friend Cagney Larkin on. He runs the Sylvia Theater. He is the manager, um, partner, I think, something like that. But he's in charge of the daily operations of the Sylvia Theater in York, South Carolina. I've been trying to get him on for a minute because he's been a friend of mine for a long time, and I know he loves movies. Um, Movies are basically his kind of his life, you know. He really loves music too, but he's super big, huge in movies. Um, so yeah, I got him on here. We got a good little interview. There's also going to be a Patreon exclusive dropping this week, where we play the Trivial Pursuit Horror Edition, and I think you'll be surprised to find out what happens there. Um, so yeah, go ahead and go on over to patreon.com/Martell's Movie Madness and join us. You'll have to join the $10 tier to get the bonus episodes, but if you don't really want the bonus episodes or you can't really afford to donate $10 this month or don't want to donate $10 every month, the $3 tier is where you can get the early material. So anything that I put out for the podcast or the YouTube channel will be posted on Patreon at least 4 days early for the podcast and at least a week early for the YouTube videos. So go on and check that out and give us some money, help us out, help us continue to do this podcast and keep it ad free. The longer I go without making money from Patreon, the more the ads seem to look very enticing. But yeah, before I jump into the episode with Cagney, I do have some dates to plug, and I do got that what you watching shit going on. So I've only got 2 dates right now. The first one is going to be the VHS potluck for this month, which is actually going to be on the hold on, I think it's the Wednesday before this episode will be out for the public. Yes, it'll be out. This will be out to the public on the day after the VHS potluck. But if you're listening on Patreon, which you should be, you got a chance to make it still. Because Wednesday, February 19th, is the VHS potluck. The theme this month is robots versus robots. I'm sorry. So anything versus robots is good to go. That's going to be at Eastert Video, of course, like always. It is free to get in. Donations are heavily encouraged to Eastert Video to keep cool events like this happening. If you've never been to a VHS potluck or you've never listened to the show before, the VHS potluck is a double feature where people bring in VHS tapes that they haven't seen, and they pick a random one from the ones that no one in the crowd has seen, and then they pick a second one that the crowd votes on to watch. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely go check that out. Hang out with everybody at Eastert Video. And then June 20th. I know it's a while away, but we like to go ahead and start promoting things as soon as we know about them here on Martel's Movie Madness. I'm going to personally be at the 60-second horror challenge in Charleston, South Carolina at Frothy Beard Brewing Company. This is a horror shorts competition film festival. So each movie will be under a minute long, and there's going to be 60 films. So I'm looking forward to checking out these short little horror films. There's going to be a lot of celebrity guests there. It should be a whole lot of fun. The tickets aren't too expensive, so I'm looking for it to sell out, and I'm pretty sure that the expectation is that it will. So go ahead and get your tickets now for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But those are all the dates I got for right now. We'll have a new Martel's Movie Madness, a new Cult Movies in a Cave, and hopefully a new VHS potluck next week when I come up on here. There might not be a VHS potluck yet, but we will definitely have the new Martel's Movie Madness date next week. Moving on into the what you watching segment of the show. Pick of the week this week is going to be Tales from the Hood. It's Black History Month, and Martel's Movie Madness is all about horror. So, Tales from the Hood is probably one of the most seminal pieces of black horror. Definitely one of my favorites. And it's probably one of my favorite horror anthologies of all time, just in general. So, yeah, if you haven't watched Tales from the Hood, go ahead and go check that one out. If you've seen it, but it's been a while, go ahead and revisit it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 on the Martel scale, so it's damn near good. Damn near perfect in my book. Um, so I didn't get to watch a lot this week, and it was all from Vizart Video, so I'm just going to jump right into the Vizart Video rentals. First, I've got The Farewell, starring Aquafina. This movie is very sad. It's a very somber movie. It's about a family who finds out that the grandmother has cancer, and they decide not to tell her because it's like a pride thing. It's like a cultural thing for them. It takes place mostly in China, and it has its funny moments. They kind of pick you up, and it kind of breaks the tension. But it gets really deep and really dark and very tense in times. The family drama in this is really good. The comedy is really good. I think everything works together so well. All the performances are stellar, out of this world, and I think it's damn near a perfect movie. I think the only thing that hurts it is that it is so sad, and that affects the rewatchability for me personally. I mean, I will be rewatching it at some point, but it'll be few and far between. Kind of like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I like it, but I'm not gonna watch it every week or every year, you know. But I did give it a 4.5 out of 5 on the Martel scale. So go check out The Farewell if you haven't seen it. I'm very disappointed that it didn't get any nods at the Oscars. So that's insane. Next up is the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on the Martel scale. It is hilarious. It is kind of touching. It is a little self-indulgent, but at this point, I think Kevin Smith can be a little self-indulgent. He's given us a number of really good movies, like really fucking good. Even his bad movies are pretty good. Well, I mean, I don't know, because I didn't see Cop Out, so I don't know if it's bad or good or whatever. Jersey Girl's pretty bad, I'll give it that, but it's not that bad. As far as the View Askew universe, though, that those movies are all fantastic, and even Zack and Miri Make a Porno is very funny. So yeah, definitely go check out the Jay and Silent Bob reboot if you like Jay and Silent Bob as characters, and you like the whole let's do a reboot while we poke fun at reboots thing, which is definitely what this is going for. Again, I said it's a 4 out of 5 on the Martel scale. Very fucking awesome. Next up is the Soska Sisters remake of David Cronenberg's Rabid. I mean, I think it's just as good as David Cronenberg's, if not better. It's been a while since I've seen Cronenberg's. I'm sure it's not better than Cronenberg's, but it is definitely on par with Cronenberg's. It's got really good physical effects. Really, everybody in the movie kind of plays their part perfectly. It's got CM Punk in it. It's got a great great Soska Sisters cameo. What else can I say without spoiling too much? It is rabid, and it's very fun to watch. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 on the Martel scale as well. Got a lot of good ones this week. Wrapping it up this week with The House That Jack Built, the new Lars von Trier movie. This movie, it got a lot of hype for being like supposedly super disturbing and so scary that people are so disturbing that people were walking out of the theaters when it was screening at film festivals and stuff. I don't think it was that, though. I think that was a very misleading way to hype this movie. And I know it wasn't Lars himself doing that, and then the movie is disturbing. Don't get me wrong. It does have very graphic and disturbing images, and the tone all around is very grim and grisly. It's a very shocking movie, to say the least. But I don't know whether it's because I am so used to watching these fucked up movies or what it is, but I did not feel like cutting it off at any point or walking away for any point or taking a break. Lars himself did say it was meant to be digested over a couple of days. I of course watched the entire thing in one sitting because I didn't know he said that beforehand. I didn't really think I needed the time, though. It was very scary, though. It was very spooky. Not scary and spooky like jump scares or like in the way that a regular horror movie is scary, but like in the way that the visuals and the graphicness and the grimness of it and the realness of it was just very poignant. It's very lingering in my brain. Like, I thought about it. I had to play a couple rounds of Toon Blast before I went to bed last night to get the image of Grumpy in the freezer out of my head. Which also is very funny. It's just so weird how some of the things that are disturbing about the movie are also some of the things that are kind of humorous about the movie. Really, this movie is a dark comedy. Like, I know a lot of people aren't going to see it that way. It is very grim, but I think that the movie is, at its essence, sort of a comedy. It's definitely not a tragedy, I don't think. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's everything all at once. But I loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 on the Martel scale. Would definitely recommend to anybody who likes fucked up, disturbing movies. It has really good practical effects, and Matt Dillon is amazing in it. So there's that. All right, well, that is it for the What You Watching segment here. For more information about dates and stuff as soon as they come up, and more information about the events in general, follow us on social media. It's going to be at Martel's Movie Madness on Instagram and Facebook, at Movie Madness 69 on Twitter. And go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. You'll have to just search Martel's Movie Madness because YouTube won't let you have a custom URL till you have a certain amount of subscribers or view time or something like that now. It's stupid, I know. Make sure you go and join us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Martel's Movie Madness. I mean, for $3 a month, you could get the early access to all the content. $10 a month, you get 2 bonus episodes a month, and then so on and so forth. Thank you all for listening. Now here is Cagney.
Hung out, and I'm with Megan working, so like she's talking to these people, and I'm like, oh dude, I'm like, you're a bullshit artist. He's like, oh, bullshit artist. And like the dude, what's the name, plays the Strangler, that guy, he gave me his business card.
Michael something.
I have his
Michael
business
St.
card.
Michael or something
Michael
like that.
St. Michael, that's exactly it. I have his business card. He gave it to me. He's like, if you're ever in LA, and he handed it to me. So I could definitely call Michael St. Michael if I'm ever out there. I mean,
Yeah,
like, you gave him a
just
business
got the
card, so I
hookup.
can call you. I know you don't remember me.
The
but
Greasy
what's up?
Strangler.
The other guy was really quiet and timid.
I can't remember his real name, but it's
Joe's some
big what's his character's name in the movie?
I do not remember. I only watched that movie once.
That
so
movie's
it's
so
enough.
good.
That
It's
was
so
enough
good.
for me, though.
I've watched it twice now.
I didn't hate it. I loved it.
I wish I had it,
but I didn't need to watch it again. I was like, okay.
All right, so we've been recording for a second here, but I'm going to in case you didn't catch it, we're talking about the Greasy Strangler. I'm here with Cagney. What the fuck is your last name again?
Larkin.
Cagney Larkin at the Sylvia Theater. We've known each other for 15 years, something like that. Like a long ass time. It's been a while. Long ass time, man.
Back when you were in all these crazy ass metal bands, way back in the day.
Hell yeah. Back.
Now you're a rapper. That's the trend. That's what a lot of stuff's happened, man. All these old punk metal kids, the emo scene kids. Now they're like SoundCloud goth rappers.
I saw all of them doing it, and I was like, I can at least do it as good as that, if not better.
Join them.
And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Right. So that's how we did.
It's the God.
I mean, right. And now
you do a good job.
You went from being in the pop punk bands and whatever to now you run the Sylvia Theater here in York, South Carolina.
I went from being
has nothing to do with music.
In no bands.
Yeah, you're in no bands.
To booking bands.
Yeah. You guys got Henry Cho coming up soon.
Yeah, Henry Cho is the Asian redneck.
I'll plug all those dates whenever I do the intro for the extra episode. So just send me anything like that you need me to put in there.
Nice.
So yeah, you listen to the show, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Martel's
so you know the first question. You know the first question I ask. What you watching?
What am I watching?
Yeah.
I just watched some of the nominees for Best Picture that I didn't get to see. I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Parasite.
How'd you like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I love the Brad Pitt storyline. I think that's the strong point of the film.
Yeah.
I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is a great actor, but what was going on with that didn't really
it was kind of a background plot, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's supposed to be the foreground plot.
Yeah.
He's the main actor. He's the main line. Brad Pitt won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for that film, so that automatically tells you, boom, he was the supporting actor, but his plot line, his character, way stronger.
Yeah.
I think that's what carried the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Parasite, on the other hand,
I still haven't seen it.
It's such an amazing
but I'm probably going to rent it today at Eastert.
So good. I was watching it while the Oscars happened, and about an hour and 45 minutes into it, 15, 20 minutes it left in the movie, and won Best Picture. I was like, yes. I was like, this is awesome. It's so well deserved. I knew it before the movie even ended. It was a great film, a good viewing experience.
Yeah, everybody's been telling me how great it is, so I'm definitely gonna watch it. It's just
it reminded me of Borgman. 2013 movie, Dutch film.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's about a homeless man that kind of infiltrates himself onto this family. So it shares some similar plots and themes. Parasite, they were in that film, Borgman, which I wanted to watch because it was an anagram of Manborg, an Astron 6 film.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've seen Manborg.
And Borgman. And Borgman, completely different fucking movie. But so I was like, let's watch that. It was really good.
Hell yeah.
Parasite, check it out.
All right, so what's your your favorite? Fuck shit.
Shit.
What is your first earliest movie memory? Your earliest movie memory?
Oh man, definitely got to be. I'm not sure if it's the first, but the strongest from when I was younger, being in the video store. There's I remember 3 different video stores. Like, wow, can you believe that? There wasn't just one video store. I would go to
insane.
3 different stores, and I would check out all the tapes and rent video games and do all sorts of stuff. I just remember looking at the cover art for the horror films and being most intrigued by those.
Something that is really lost on this generation is the cover art.
Yeah. Because, cover art used to have to sell your movie. That's all you had. Your low-budget horror film, you didn't have a trailer. You weren't getting on other videotapes at home and people are seeing your trailer before they watch another movie. Or you're not on television. So you had to sell your movie through the cover art. Yeah. And it had to tell a story. You had to watch it and know, I know what this movie's about because of this cover art. You're like, Sleepaway Camp, good example.
Or on the other end of things, the cover art would be completely different from what was in the movie.
Yeah, you buy it, you get it, and you're expecting this awesome thing, and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, what's a movie I can think of like that off the top of my head?
Oh man, Kroll has a lot of shit going on the cover that's not in the movie.
Not in the movie at all. And that's like resurfacing now. You can buy that in the Blu-ray bin at Walmart.
Yeah, right.
And people are still going to buy that movie because of the cover. That's why they did that. Like, this is what's going to sell this movie. Yeah. It's cool because movies don't get marketed like that anymore.
No, they really don't. It's all about who's in the movie now.
Have you noticed what they do for marketing now? They do these trailers before the trailer. You'll click into a movie trailer to watch on YouTube or Facebook, whatever you're on, and there will be a 5-second trailer before the trailer starts, showing you the highlights of the trailer you're about to watch.
I have not seen that.
They've been doing it for a while, and it's picking up. It's picking up steam, and it helps you. It does subconsciously because you watch it and you're like, oh, damn, what? Okay, now the trailer's starting.
Because it breeds familiarity.
Yeah, it just sits there and boom,
that
boom.
Makes sense. That makes total sense.
But long ago, 25, 30 years ago, the only thing you had to rely on was your box art.
Yeah, for sure. Because you weren't, like, unless you were going to the theater a lot, you weren't seeing trailers.
Yeah.
Or, like, you would see them on the beginning of VHS tapes. That's it.
Especially, like, being at the video store was kind of like going on Netflix today. You know the first row of movies.
Yeah.
You know the top rack.
Yeah.
But everything under that, you're like, what the heck is this? You know, just stuff you've never heard of. You gotta go through and just look at it, pick it up.
I remember when I went into the video store, one of the covers that used to stick out to me the most was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre New Generation. The new generation.
With the lipstick.
Yeah.
With the lipstick, yeah.
And I was just like,
putting lipstick on, yeah.
What in the fuck is this movie?
Uh-huh.
And I didn't watch
knowing
it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you're
no,
like,
I had no clue anything about any of that
you
shit.
knew
I knew about
I
knew about Leatherface.
Yeah. You see the title
But,
of the
like,
film,
yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you see a girl putting on lipstick.
And I knew it was fucking horrifying, but I did not. I didn't watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre till I was an adult.
Wow. Well, I remember. I do have
a teenager, so a young adult
memory that's relative. I was at the video store. I used to talk to this one guy all the time. Who, side story, me and my buddy got busted for buying. I know you know these tapes, Witchcraft. The Witchcraft movie series?
Man, I'm familiar with them, but I've never watched them before.
Not, what I say, the erotic thriller suspense movies. Well, they would sell them for like $1 a piece on VHS in a box, unmarked. Me and my buddy were in 7th grade buying them from this guy. But the same guy told me that Texas Chainsaw Massacre would have been rated PG if it wasn't because it was a horror movie. So there's no blood in it. It's like a comic book guy from The Simpsons working at the video store telling me that there's no blood in the movie and they never show a chainsaw touch the skin. Said it would have been initially rated PG. And I remember he's telling me this.
Well, they do though when Leatherface cuts himself. That's the only
That's
time.
the only one you see. Yeah. But and I remember I've heard people talk about this on like interviews and special features on DVDs that's what scared people is they would leave the movie theater, the drive-in, and be like, "Oh my god, I saw all these people get chopped up with chainsaw and blah blah blah." I'm like, hey, you didn't see anything, but you're so scared.
You don't even
thought you saw that.
You don't even see the hook.
Yeah,
the scene that you just see him hang somebody. You don't see
that kid get the hammer in the head at all. You just see his body shaking from it.
Yep, that's insane. How much they used to make you think you saw in movies. Nowadays, you see it all. You do. You see everything.
That you don't see anything.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, come on, show something. I hate off-screen deaths. It's one of my least favorite things.
The new Black Christmas is the worst example of that.
I haven't seen it.
They get you up to the point where you're like, oh my god, I'm about to see some shit. And then they cut away. And I'm like,
stop. They do that over and over for every film?
Yeah. It's one of those movies. It's one of those movies you can tell it was made to have an R rating.
Yeah.
But they cut it down to a PG-13. And it suffers from it. Yep. But I honestly God think that it's a marketing thing. I think they're gonna in 5 years they're gonna release the R-rated cut,
if it's even
or
worth
the
it,
unrated cut.
How much money is that movie making right now, and how much money is it gonna warrant 5 years from now?
That R-rated cut, that R-rated cut in the future is gonna be money.
Yeah,
Tammy and the T-Rex. Look at Tammy and the T-Rex.
Was that in the old school film or something? I've seen like Vizards do it.
It's like it's from like 1994. Okay. It's like Denise Richards.
And they just released
and Paul Walker's it's like Paul Walker's first movie.
See, but that's different. So that's a cult movie from the 90s.
But here's the
compared to a remake movie that's come out now and then an R-rated cut of that.
But I think this one I really think that this movie is good enough. It's just good enough. Right. Like everything aside from the fact that none of the kills take place on screen is just good enough to where it'll have that cult status in the future. Because I mean, if I look at it through the eyes of a teenage girl, it's a pretty sick horror movie.
Yeah.
But as I'm looking at it from my perspective, of a guy who's seen a Serbian film and Salo and all these fucked up crazy horror movies,
girl and be seasoned horror like that, you'd be like a teen
girl.
You
definitely could, but it's not as common.
Prevalent.
Yeah. God, what were we talking about? Your movie memory. You said something about Sleepaway Camp.
Video story. Yeah, talking about that was just an example of
the good
cover art that tells a story. You've got the shoe with the knife going through it, and then the letter home.
Yeah.
So you can tell, like, oh, there's a summer camp. Something's going on in there, where there's kids in danger. There's a knife. They want to go home. I'm going to rent it. And that's also in the craze of Friday the 13th going on.
Yep.
And all the summer camp movies, like The Burning. And so,
more good box art with The Burning.
Right, The Burning is great box art, man. Shout out to Scream Factory or Shout Factory for putting out the Blu-ray. Looks awesome.
Back to Tammy and the T-Rex though. That unrated, that R-rated gore cut is actually a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that's cool.
You should check it out. It's on Shudder.
And that's cool that like a cult movie, like After Time, 25 years later, here's a different cut of it.
Yeah, it was released as a family movie originally.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
and they just filmed all this stuff.
They were gonna. I think they wanted to make it the horror, like a horror movie, but they were like, this movie's just too silly. We gotta cut all the gore out and make it a family movie.
That's cool.
And I'm like,
the studio can do a lot of things.
Well, how does that make any sense at all? But it's fucking hilarious. I think Denise Richards fucks that dinosaur in that movie.
Wow.
It's like a
bye bye dinosaurs.
It's like an animatronic. It's like an animatronic dinosaur that they put Paul Walker's brain in.
That's interesting.
It's definitely something.
I'm getting like some Super Mario Brothers visuals, and that's why I said that. Bye bye dinosaurs. That's the beginning of Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Do you remember the first movie you saw in theater?
The first movie I saw in theater, I mean, I'm sure it was a Disney movie. I have memories of not wanting to go see Mulan.
Yeah.
One of my buddies wanted to go see Mulan. I was like, dude, we're going to go see Mulan. Yeah, it's a Disney princess movie. Who wants to go see that? But I do remember seeing Harry Potter in theaters.
Yeah.
God, 4th grade, maybe when the first Harry Potter came out. Such a fun experience, because I had already read the first 3 Harry Potter books that were out, and I think the 4th one was the last one. I was like halfway finished with it. The first Harry Potter movie comes out, and you get to go, and boom! All of a sudden, I see this whole world visualized, and I'm reading it along. So that was really cool. I think that's probably my strongest memory of going to the movie theater when I was younger. Being able to finally see that, and the fandom was cool for that because the books are still happening. It wasn't something that already finished years ago. It's like, this is a current series, and boom, you can be involved with it.
At that point, the movies and the books were kind of coming out at the same rate.
Yeah, and it's a cool thing to jump on. Like, you could get involved with it. It wasn't something that like, oh, this is some club you're not involved with. So it was fun. I don't really remember too many movies from when I was younger, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think mine is either Hocus Pocus or like a rerun of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, right on.
Because back in the day they used to like rerun things right before they were going to release it on VHS.
Do you remember going to the Carmike on Cherry Road?
Yeah.
To see something. I don't remember what. Maybe Space Jam? Maybe? I cannot remember, but I heard there being whatever year American Werewolf in London was coming out. I think it's 98.
Oh, Paris.
American Werewolf in Paris, yeah.
So 98, yeah.
98. So I was seeing whatever movies in 98. I was born in 92. So I'm 7 years old, 8 years old.
Yeah.
I remember there's a cutout for American Werewolf in Paris of the werewolf.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, I thought the whole time I was in the theater that the werewolf was in there, like in the corner, gonna jump out at me at any moment, man. Maybe I was seeing like The Patriot or something with my grandma at the time.
Dude, I don't even.
I was like in The Patriot.
I don't even know.
And we went to go see it. I do not remember what movie was out at that time, but I remember being scared as hell because that cutout of that werewolf in the lobby, man, freaked me out.
That's fucking
absolutely
wild.
Terrified me.
So if you were to pick 5 movies to tell to a stranger to watch to get your taste in movies, which 5 would you pick and why?
So, off gate, probably just say Eraserhead, David Lynch. What more do you want than to throw one of the most experimental movies of all time at somebody to describe yourself? Be like, hey, what do you think of yourself? Watch Eraserhead, man. I really resonate with the dinner scene. That's cool. That kind of would represent like what kind of style I'm into. Kind of weird, unsettling. My favorite thing about film is that it creates something that doesn't necessarily exist. A universe, a world, a place to escape to.
Yeah.
So the more crazier, unearthly, weird things you have happening in your movie, I'm absolutely going to love it. Which leads me into my second pick, which would definitely be Father's Day by Astron 6, released by Troma. Troma did them really dirty on the distribution for that. I don't know if you read into that at all. But it's a movie made on a budget of $1,000. And they made a fake trailer for it. Troma saw it. It was like, hey, we'll give you $1,000 to make this movie. And they're like, yeah, we're going to make it. It's such an amazing movie about a demon that rapes dads. Father's Day.
It's insane.
The demon's name is the Fuck Manicus.
Yes. Yes. Dude, I haven't watched Father's Day in so long, but I remember it being really fun, and I'm gonna revisit it on Father's Day this year.
Fantastic movie. I highly recommend it if you're into just weird, obscure horror movies that are just. It's kind of slapstick humorous too, as well.
Yeah,
it's really funny. That's 2 movies. I guess number 3. Can we just do 3 and done?
Yeah, that's
I think
fine.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
Eraserhead for the stylistic properties and avant-garde experimentalism that I'm into. Father's Day because it's just the weird, obscure horror that I like, and the actual special effects, prosthetics, no CGI. The movie really shines when they have $1,000 to work with.
Yeah.
And to wrap it up, I'd throw in Clerks.
Okay.
Just because of my sense of humor, I was raised watching Clerks, and I loved Kevin Smith movies when I was. I think I was in 6th grade.
Still my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
And something about it just struck me. The deadpan humor. I was a huge fan of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, so I loved dialogue humor. Slight, subtle slapstick, and just inherent funny dialogue. That was what I loved when I was younger. So I found Kevin Smith's movies, and it was like humor that I could relate to, being in the middle school, junior high, and having like dirty potty humor and shit, but also being intellectual at the same time. Something that really appealed to me, man. So I loved Clerks. I absolutely ate it up.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith now is a whole nother story. He's
honestly, I haven't seen Cop Out.
The Bruce Willis movie?
Yeah, but other than Jersey Girl, I think he's got a pretty strong repertoire.
Yeah, for sure. Have you seen Reboot?
James I just saw the reboot.
I saw it in theaters when it came to Concord Mills. Fun story. I'm in Clerks 2. My name is in the credits of Clerks 2 because I put their profile on my top 8 on MySpace. They put my name on there.
That's funny.
My name is in the Blu-ray for Tusk, the Justin Long film about the Walrus, because I went and saw it opening night at Concord Mills in select theaters and tweeted or Instagrammed a picture of my movie stub.
Yeah.
And so my name's on the Blu-ray release.
Nice.
Then I went and saw Reboot. He didn't do anything like that, but I was kind of let down by Reboot, man. It just wasn't. He wanted to make a movie about being a parent.
It was exactly what I expected it to be. I felt like
made Jason Mewes the parent of his kid.
Yeah, it had to be. He had to do it.
He was just literally scratching his ass the entire film, like saying, "Hey, look at all this stuff I've done," which is cool. I mean, I don't know. There's the hardcore Kevin Smith fans are gonna love it. I like that he made fun of himself a little bit too.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. I was like, at least he knows this big ego he has now. Because kind of it throws me away from him.
Are you excited for Clerks 3?
I mean, yeah, of course. It's going
to be at the Quick Stop.
I love Clerks 2. I just hope he can pull it off well. Apparently, he's doing a Mallrats sequel too.
Yeah, I've heard that it's going to be like a TV show.
Dawn of the Mallrats.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the TV show. I heard like years ago it was going to be a TV show, but now he's like moving on it.
Oh, he's going to do a movie?
TV show, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Like Dawn, Twilight.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, Dawn of the Mallrats.
Dawn of the Mallrats. Yeah. Prequel.
I love Mallrats for coining the term dirt mall for flea markets.
Yeah.
What a great
so
terminology. Good. It's a dirt mall. There's no walls here.
So you like horror movies?
I love horror movies.
So what are some of your favorite horror movies?
Like we said, Eraserhead, Father's Day. I go with the classics that I love. Trauma films, anything trauma. Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, all of those movies. Like, all right, just a guaranteed
trauma
good
movies.
Time.
They're a class of their own.
Poltergeist, Cannibal the Musical, all fantastic.
Yeah, even
movies.
Even their acquisitions are just like.
I'd have to say Cannibal the Musical too would probably be one of my top 5, top 10. I know every word of that movie. I've seen it ever since I was in middle school. That was a movie I rented initially because I loved basketball. Loved basketball.
Yeah.
South Park wasn't really it's coming out, but I'm still in middle school. A lot of the South Park's going over my head, but basketball, middle school, you love that movie, and that rented Cannibal the Musical. Oh God, fell in love. I fell in love with Trey Parker and Matt Stone even more so than after watching basketball. You gotta love the classics. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love those?
Of course.
I think my favorite icon out of all those icon killers, Michael Myers, Freddy
Yeah,
Krueger, Jason Voorhees. My favorite icon killer is definitely Chucky.
Chucky?
Chucky.
Wow,
Hands
that's a
hands down out
a
of
deep
everyone.
cut on that one.
Yep.
Not
love
a lot
the
of
Child's
people
Play
love
movies.
Chucky.
I'll give it up for it, man. I give it up for all the Child's Play movies because it's
Yeah.
the only horror film series to have a consistent writer and director.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Don Mancini.
Yep.
Every Child's Play
one of them.
film, he wrote it and directed. I don't know if he directed it.
No, he didn't direct. He didn't direct the first two.
He wrote it. He wrote.
I think
wrote them.
he wrote them all.
He was still.
Yeah.
Boom was writing, directing all the other ones as well, which is amazing, man. What other horror film series has done that?
None.
Not a single
None.
one.
There's one
single
single timeline for Chucky. That's it.
Yep, and then it's got the soft reboot.
There's only one timeline for Friday the 13th too. But it goes out of order. It does go out of order, yeah.
Chucky never went to space.
Yeah, Chucky didn't go to space yet.
Unless they do that with the TV show that's coming up, which everybody's signed on with. Don Mancini. Don Mancini's creating it, writing it. They've got a good writer's room with a lot of female staff. There's only one other guy. And Don Mancini's gay, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure he is. And then there's another guy on their writing staff, and then 4 women, which is awesome. Yeah, it's one of the most women I've ever seen in a writing room before, especially for a sci-fi show. I think that's really cool. I just hope sci-fi doesn't axe it after one season.
Yeah, that would suck. So how did you feel about the Child's Play reboot?
The reboot is fun, man. I went into it with the lowest of expectations, man. I went at opening weekend, daytime showing. I was the only person in the theater. I was like, this isn't a good sign. This is definitely not a good sign. I loved it, man. It was different. It wasn't what I expected. I think if the only similarity it shares are names. That's it. That's it. Andy is Chucky. The name and the mom name, and Chucky. That's it. You take that away, it's a completely different story, which is cool. You know, it's cool. If you're gonna remake it, do that. You know, because I think anything trying to remake the storyline of Charles Lee Ray, it would be like disrespecting that movie because it's such a good story. For sure. It's still like such a good looking film too.
Yeah, I think that the way they did the evil doll,
Buddy,
the way they made it happen was
cool. It's relevant. Like it could scare a middle schooler, you know. It
could happen.
Chucky scared the shit out of me when I was little, bro. I was absolutely terrified when Bride of Chucky was coming out, and you saw the advertisements with the scars of him on his face and stuff. Man, all those movies absolutely terrified me. The Crypt Keeper scared me as well.
Oh man,
Crypt Keeper scared the shit out of me. Intro would come on, and you're moving into the castle, and moving down to the cellar where he's gonna pop out and giggle at you. No, sir.
I could watch.
No, thank you.
For some reason, I could watch the episodes themselves and the movies, but I couldn't watch his parts.
Yeah, because the episodes aren't scary.
He was fucking terrified.
I remember there being a Spencer's Gift in the Galleria Mall, and they had a Crypt Keeper out. And it was like, for sale, but I could not walk past that dude without grabbing my mom and just starting to cry. I was like, no! He's going to laugh at me.
Who are your favorite directors?
My favorite directors currently, got to give it up for Ari Aster, Hereditary and Midsommar. Amazing movies, both of them. Anybody that's talking trash about Midsommar is just uncultured swine. Tell them they don't understand anything.
They just didn't get the movie.
There's so many amazing things that movie's trying to say.
Yeah.
About grief, about family, about culture. It's so good. And then Hereditary is like such an unsettling movie. It's amazing. What other movie's going to make you feel like that 30 minutes into it and your jaw just drops when that scene happens? You're like, oh my God. I had to pause the movie. I could feel the anxiety. I was like,
I was in the theater.
I gotta step outside.
I couldn't even fucking pause it. I had to fucking sit there and deal with it.
I'm at home watching it on 4K, you know, just in the dark. And I'm like, ah!
And I'm sitting beside some teenagers that don't give a shit. They're laughing and shit. I'm like, I look at them. I'm like, do you have no fucking heart?
Right. Show some compassion for that child. I love Ari Aster. Amazing modern horror director. I think he's going to go places. He says he doesn't want to do another horror movie right now. He's going to do like a dark comedy next. Which I think will be extremely suitable for him.
I mean, Hereditary is a dark horror. A dark comedy.
They're all dark comedies if you want to look at them that way. Favorite directors, Kevin Smith, give it up for him.
Yeah.
Clerks, all those 90s Kevin Smith films are amazing. I can set those on at any time and be happy. be okay with that. Luckily, this isn't live or anything, so you think.
Yeah, you got a second.
Turn it up later.
John Waters?
No. Not a favorite for me. Not a favorite for me. You put on a Kevin Smith any time of day, feel happy. Put on a John Waters movie any time of the day and just feel grungy like you need a shower.
I wouldn't necessarily say he is one of my favorite directors, per se, because, like, but I would say that he's one of my favorite filmmakers.
Right.
Because his movies are just batshit crazy, every last one of them. Even the more mainstream ones. So it's just like, whew, you're settling in for some. Yeah, you're settling in for some shit.
Serial Mom probably is most mainstream film.
Well, Hairspray.
Oh yeah.
Hairspray is definitely.
You think John Waters? You don't think Hairspray?
Well, I mean, some people that's the only one that they think of.
Well, they don't even think of his name then. They're just like, oh, I love Hairspray. They have no idea about Divine or Pink Flamingos, all those other movies. It's like I saw Pink Flamingos on IFC one night, man. What a wild time being in the 8th grade watching.
I literally I hadn't seen it until last year. I watched it for the very first time last year.
You're a grown man that got to see that movie.
I wish I would have seen it as a child.
Mindset. You've seen pornography before you've seen that movie, so you're kind of okay. I was in 8th grade, the internet's not the cell phone in my pocket to Google anything. Google's barely a thing.
I wish I had seen that movie as a 14-year-old.
It disturbed me, dude.
Because
the biggest part was like the chicken scene, man. I was like, why are you grabbing the chicken? Like, it just felt so completely unnecessary to me. I was like, I get what you're trying to do, but why bring the chicken into it?
I watched this documentary on IFC about midnight movies.
Yeah. That's where I saw the movie.
Yeah, and I wanted to watch it all. I wanted to watch them all. Like, I wanted to watch all those movies I didn't get to watch, but, like, maybe one or two of them. And then, like, later in life, I watched a bunch of the other ones. But, like, it just had me so fucking captured. Like, I knew that these were the movies that I liked before I saw them. You know what I mean? And then when I saw them, I was like, yes, these are the movies I like. These are the ones I love.
Directors, I love David Fincher. Fincher is an amazing
that's a good
director.
one. Yeah.
I just watched for the first time. I've seen Seven, I've seen Fight Club, I've seen The Social Network. Great movies. I watched Zodiac for the first time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What a great movie, dude! Just how this one case fucked up everybody's lives, man. Just drove them crazy. Robert Downey Jr. from the.
They still didn't find the guy. They never found him.
Nope. He was the top, person at the newspaper. Drove himself into drunkenness. Jake Gyllenhaal. He was just a cartoonist, just a simple cartoonist at the newspaper. Turn him into a damn detective down into a dark spiral for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Insane.
Man. What a great movie. David Fincher, dude, just has this way of like grasping you and pulling you in, which is another thing that I got into recently, man. I guess as you get older, they say your taste buds change.
Yeah.
You start to have different tastes. It kind of happened to me with movies, man. I grew up watching horror movies. That's what I loved when I was younger, when I was a young adult, when I was starting to collect VHS tapes, buying horror tapes. Love horror movies. I've gotten into action crime dramas lately, man.
Oh, man.
It's kind of weird. I've never in my life have once wanted to watch any type of action movie, any type of espionage, heist film.
Yeah.
Something just happened, and I watched, I think, what was the movie that clicked for me? The Taking of Pelham 123.
Okay, the new one?
With the one with John Travolta, the remake with John Travolta and...
Is it Denzel in that?
Denzel Washington, yes. What a fun movie, dude. One location, one thing happening, one event that causes so much disrupt in the city.
Yeah.
And things like that, just these action crime movies that I've just gotten on a warpath with. Like I watched Die Hard the other night. I watched
Escape from New York and shit like that.
I love Escape from New York, but I feel with Kurt Russell, that's just a whole nother movie.
Yeah.
that's a Kurt Russell movie, buddy. That's not an action movie. That's a Kurt Russell movie. Like,
okay.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Fair enough.
I would put that in my top 10 movies as well, dude. Love Big Trouble in Little China. What a fun movie. John Carpenter. And I'd say John Carpenter is one of everybody's favorite directors, whether they know it or not. Like, you've seen so many good John Carpenter movies, and you don't know they're John Carpenter.
And he's also people's favorite composer too.
Oh yeah, and he's making all this awesome music as well. He scored the new Halloween for Danny Bride and David Gordon
did.
Green, which they did such a good job on that, man. There's like a renaissance in comedy writers making horror movies right now, because first it
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, we had Jordan Peele doing Us and what was the
Get Out.
Get Out. That's what it's called. Yep. Then you have David Gordon Green and Danny McBride of Pineapple Express,
doing
The Righteous Gemstones, doing the Halloween movies.
Yep.
And now we have Chris Rock, who has helmed
he's
a
gonna be in
spinoff
Saw.
of the Saw series, which looks awesome, man. The trailer for
it really
that looks
does.
super cool, dude.
I read online that it's gonna be in canon with all the other movies, but it's not a direct sequel to Jigsaw.
I think that's
And
good. Well, Jigsaw takes place before...
No, Jigsaw takes place after everything.
After everything?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember I watched it once and I was like, wow, this is a lot better than I thought it'd be. But I don't think I remember much of the story. I do know that I like a lot of the Saw movies, man. I can't really tell you that there's a singular Saw movie that's just awful, terrible.
Saw 3D. It's bad.
Which, is that the third one?
That is the one that was the original. It was supposed to be the last one in the franchise.
Saw the Final Chapter, with Chester from Linkin Park in it, yeah.
Sucks. It's fucking awful.
I remember it's got the skin ripping away from that one dude, and then but they're all, at the end of the day, it's a pretty solid series, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are good effects and like everything in Saw 3D, but as far as the movie overall goes,
I'll have to go back and check that out. I know they're all on
good
Tubi,
at all.
except for the very first one. So
you can get them all on DVD for like $12.
Yeah, I have the Blu-ray collection.
Yeah.
But like with the world of streaming, like I'm going to go into my bedroom and get that movie.
Oh yeah, true.
I was sitting on my couch.
I do the same thing. I always, if I'm gonna watch a movie, I always check and see if it's on something that I have first.
Like, let me just check it out real quick.
But I'll watch it on. I'll go get the DVD before I watch it with ads.
Right. I'm stoked for Spiral though, man. I think it looks really good, really cool. I'll be in the theater to go see that for sure.
For sure. Ernest or Pee-wee?
Ernest.
And why?
Hands down, Ernest, man. Like, Ernest saved his Christmas. Ernest got scared stupid. I don't know, maybe it's because I watched the Ernest movies with my grandma. I was allowed to watch Ernest. All my friends were like, oh, I'm not allowed to watch Pee Wee Herman, man. Why? Oh, because, he pulled his dick out and masturbated in a movie theater. I will say that probably one of my top favorite band that I love to obsess about are the Residents.
Yeah.
And they scored some of Pee Wee's Playhouse for season 3, so I think that's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
And a lot of cool actors were on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Rob Zombie was a production assistant on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
A lot of cool people worked on Pee Wee's Playhouse, but the Ernest character is just so lovable and warm, and you gotta be in the mood for Pee Wee.
Jim Varney is the man.
Jim Varney is the man. You gotta be in the mood for Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to get slightly annoyed for a little bit? I saw a Pee Wee Herman burlesque show in San Francisco.
Yeah.
The sexiest dancer was the genie, and it was a guy.
Oh, nice.
God, dude, he was awesome. He was because he was dancing with fire and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, out of all the 8 girls that danced at the show, the one I was most struck by was Genie. I was like, dude, he's awesome.
Silly. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
One time, I had to drive Michael Jackson to the airport, and on the way, we decided to stop at this little blues club because he wanted to kick back with a bottle of wine and a cigar. It was a quiet night. He was eating these delicious nachos, and I broke into the DJ booth and I put Smooth Criminal on the sound system. I wanted a boogie, and so did Michael. He got up and started dancing on the table, and the security guard came up, tried to take him down. So I punched him the fuck out. And then this other guy comes up, and Michael hit him. And he hit him so hard, his hair fell out. And then these 2 Korean twins came on to us. So we took them into the manager's office, and we started pumping away at them. And Michael and I were just pumping, and then we sprayed him with hot milky cum. And everybody applauded.
All right, we're back. Thank y'all for sticking around. We're going to do the this or that segment now. So, Cagney, I'm just going to give you 2 options. You just pick which one you like better.
What are they, this or
that? Yeah, this or that. It's going to be
sounds tough.
This one or that one.
This one or that one.
Okay, so watching movies alone or with friends?
With friends, because what's the point of watching them alone when you're going to go tell your friends all about it?
Theater or at home?
Theater. No, I'm kind of spoiled.
Yeah.
I get to sit here.
You get to watch theater movies all the time.
Yeah, I got my own theater, so.
Horror or sci-fi?
Horror, definitely.
Action or drama?
Action.
Sex comedy or coming of age comedy?
Aren't they one and the same, kind of?
They
Sex
can't.
comedies are
All,
one
okay,
of the coming of age
so
comedies.
all
Coming of age comedies.
all sex. No, see, because all sex comedies. I was gonna say all sex comedies are coming of age, but not all coming of age are sex comedies. But that's not even true because there are sex comedies that are like adults.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, the movie
So,
Sex
like,
Drive.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
perfect
coming.
example.
That's a sex comedy and a coming of age comedy.
Yeah.
But like, I'm trying to think.
Name a sex comedy that isn't a coming of age
Okay,
comedy.
so
Like,
like
even the Truman movies, like The First Turn On.
The Last American or the Great American Orgy or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Great American Orgy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be considered a coming of age movie, but it is a sex
Midlife
comedy.
crisis movie.
Yeah.
They're coming
Knocked
into
Up.
the turn
Knocked
being
Up is
40.
kind of a sex comedy.
Coming of age movie. Those guys
Yeah.
are trying to mature though. That's the
True.
whole point of that movie.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So all sex comedies are coming of age comedies.
I think let's find a sex comedy. That's a whole other podcast. That's
But-
not a coming of age.
But not
comedy.
all coming of age comedies are sex comedies.
Yeah, because Stand By Me.
Yeah, there's no sex in that
Coming
one at
of
all.
age drama comedy.
I mean, they talk about tits for like a half a second, but that's it.
Yeah, you want to see that better?
So which one is it?
Uh,
We got off on that tangent. You never answered the
I
question.
still gotta pick one. Sex
Okay,
comedy.
I mean, if you don't want to.
Sex comedy.
Sex
for sure.
comedy. All right, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Alien or The Predator?
Oh man, gotta go for the Predator.
Freddy or Jason?
Freddy, definitely. Need somebody that's vocal.
Wayne and Garth or Bill and Ted?
I'm gonna say Bill and Ted because they got the stronger sequel.
Sick.
Bogus Journey, you know.
Yeah,
like,
Bogus Journey is better than Excellent
Wayne's World
Adventure.
2. Yeah, like, and then Wayne's World 2 after Wayne's World 1. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Subtitles or dubbed?
Oh, if it's initially in a foreign language, dubbed. Because I like to watch it like the way it was intended to watch.
All right. JCVD or Chuck Norris?
Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's
For
got
sure.
the bigger,
For sure.
the more versatile
Yes.
filmography there.
Stallone or Schwarzenegger?
The Schwarzenegger, same thing for the more versatile filmography. You get to watch like The Last Great Action Hero and
Yeah.
movies like that. Yeah,
Yeah. Schwarzenegger's not afraid to look kind of silly in his movies.
right, and have fun. Yeah.
Stallone's a little more.
Mm.
Yo, I gotta
Cut
be
me
the serious
out.
guy here.
Yeah.
Sling Blade or Forrest Gump?
Sling Blade,
Hands down.
a way more quotable movie.
All
More
right.
fun.
So that's the this or that. That's the this or that segment here. And now we got
This or that.
subgenre breakdown,
Subgenre breakdown,
which is just genre breakdown, really.
This is the part where you start hitting each other.
So I'm gonna list out a genre of film, and you pick the first movie that comes to mind or your favorite, whichever is
This sounds
the
tough.
easiest for you.
This sounds tough.
Slashers.
Favorite slasher movie?
Yeah.
Let's go for Scream because it's bringing the slasher
Excellent choice.
back. Brought the
Trucker
slasher
movie.
back. Favorite trucker movie?
Yeah.
Joyride.
Ooh,
What a
that's
fun
good one.
movie. Yeah.
I just got that. I just picked it up on DVD at
What
Second
a
and Charles.
fun movie. Bringing it back to the action drama.
Yeah.
Too, you know?
Yeah. It's a thriller too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, thriller.
gotta love that. It's the voice. The guy who's on the CB is the voice of the guy who did Buffalo Bill.
Nice. Yeah, they pack
Yeah.
a lot into that
Yeah.
movie, man. It's good.
Surfing movie.
Oh, dude, surf Nazis must die.
Kung Fu or Ninja.
Kung fu movies, man. Cause
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
what's your
yes,
favorite?
this or
Yeah.
that. Whoa! Back it up to the last segment. My favorite kung fu movie, dude. Will Kung Pao count?
Yeah.
Kung Pao
I'll
Enter
allow
the
it.
Fist.
Westerns.
Oh man, one of my favorite Western movies is a Italian spaghetti Western, but they speak English, and it's filmed in Italy. It's called My Name Is Nobody, and it's like a farce on spaghetti Westerns, but it's so fun.
Sick.
And Blazing Saddles.
Blazing
Honorable
Saddles.
mention.
Revenge movie.
Revenge of the Nerds. No, I Saw the Devil.
Okay.
North Korean movie
Yeah.
from 2010.
I still need to watch it. You've been telling me about it for a
Amazing,
long
dude.
time. I
Amazing
need to watch
movie,
it.
Yeah.
Stoner movie.
Pineapple Express.
Zombies.
Shaun of the Dead.
Vampires.
Interview with the Vampire. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. Oh yeah, great movie.
Young, what's her name? Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, young Kirsten Dunst. Oh,
Werewolf.
oh man.
He's thinking about this one.
Yeah, let's give it to why can I not remember the newer movies? There's two of them. He's the cop.
Wolf Cop.
Wolf Cop. Yes,
Yeah.
amazing.
How did you not know the name of Wolf Cop? Jesus Christ.
I had the cover art in my head. Like I just watched it a few weeks ago. Such a good movie.
Documentary.
Favorite documentary?
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite documentary. I just watch.
He's like, I don't really enjoy documentaries.
I love documentaries, man.
I like
don't
watching
have a
them. But
favorite.
yeah.
Don't get a favorite documentary.
Found footage.
I want to say Blair Witch Project, but would that count?
Yeah, it counts.
Because that kind of
Totally
starts
counts.
the whole.
It is the
footage.
found footage, like,
Will
prototype.
Nope. Okay, I'm going to say honorable mention to Blair Witch Project because it started the found footage kind of genre. Cloverfield as my favorite found footage project because I was obsessed with that movie, man. The marketing for Cloverfield was amazing.
Yeah.
I went to see Transformers when it was going into theaters. 2006? 2007.
I don't know.
Because the trailer for Cloverfield came out, and all it is them at a party, and the power goes out, comes back on, they run outside, they see the Statue of Liberty's head flying through the streets of New York.
Yeah.
And then it just says, in theaters, 1/18/08. And you're like, what? What is that? No title, no nothing?
Yeah.
And I just became obsessed. Went home, Googled 1/18/08, came to this website with a few pictures, and then next thing you know, the next 8 months, I was in this huge viral marketing campaign for Cloverfield, learning a bunch of behind the scenes details about the story of the movie that aren't present in the film.
Yeah.
It was really cool because I went into the movie knowing a lot.
Nice.
So, Cloverfield. For sure.
Teen movie.
Teen movie?
Yeah.
It's gotta go to what is John Hughes?
Yeah,
like the quintessential teen film director.
Yeah.
And give it the 16 Candles for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gotta be his best.
It's a good choice. Animated movie.
What did I just watch the other day? It was animated. That was awesome. I love the old animated movies like Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Fritz the Cat.
Yeah, Fritz the Cat's cool.
The fun stuff like that. Like newer age animated movie, like a Pixar digital, or just any
animated movie.
Time. It's a hard question, man, because there's
There's a lot of animated movies.
Animated movies. Yeah, I'm gonna say I can't pick one, dude.
All right.
Yeah, no, I couldn't pick a favorite animated movie.
Got a whammy there.
Yeah, there's not one. There's so many.
Sports movie.
Oof. Skip that.
Movie with a wrestler.
Movie with a wrestler. Was it Kane, See No Evil?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You like See No Evil?
Yeah, that's good.
The first one?
The second one.
Okay,
good.
yeah, part 2's good. Part 1, it's a garbage
God, name
movie.
some wrestler movies, man.
I mean,
That's
there's,
like really the first thing that comes to my
Suburban
head.
Commando. I mean,
Like
anything The Rock
like
is
The
in.
Rock's
Yeah,
in so
anything
many
The
movies.
Rock's
I don't
in.
like the Fast and Furious, though. I'm not a fan.
Mr. Nanny.
yeah, with the Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Yeah, that movie was awesome.
The Rundown's got The Rock in it.
Yeah, there's so many. And then Stone Cold
The
Steve
Longest
Austin,
Yard has a
he's in
bunch of wrestlers in it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin
remake.
has done a bunch of action movies too.
God, I'm trying to think of some more like out of the box. Ready to Rumble with David Arquette. It's got a bunch of wrestlers in it.
Yeah, 90s movie, right?
Yeah. Hilarious.
They're like in the chokehold.
Fucking
on the
funny
cover,
as
both
shit.
of them.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I'm
right.
not too well versed in wrestling movies.
That one's that's kind of a hit or miss question.
Right,
I didn't know whether I should ask you or not, and I just was like, fuck it, I'll go with it.
Oh no, I like Goldberg. I've seen him in a movie too recently. What was it?
Shit, he is in something more recent.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell it is.
Recently.
He was in Santa Slade.
Oh, dude, what did I just watch with Dave Bautista, Stuber?
Oh yeah,
what a good movie!
Yeah, it's
way better than I thought it would be.
I haven't seen it.
It's freaking funny, man.
Nice.
It was funny. It had some
That's
cool
good to hear.
action parts. that's the movie that kind of sent me on an action kick, because I watched something directly after that was influenced from Stuber. I was like, dude, I want to see some more people getting shot with guns.
Yeah.
That's cool. But also, I love Kumail Nanjiani. He's freaking hilarious, man. Like in Silicon Valley, show on HBO. That's where I first kind of fell in love with him. But him and Dave Bautista are great together, dude. It's a funny movie.
Awesome.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I'll have to check it. I gotta watch Parasite first.
Yeah, Parasite's amazing.
I'm on the wait list right now at Vizart for The House That Jack Built, the new Lars von Trier movie.
Matt Dillon.
Yeah, Matt Dillon.
Yeah, I have not seen that yet.
And
Lars von Trier, though, man, I hated Nymphomania.
Rabbit is out now too, so I'm trying to watch that.
Yeah, I like American Mary.
Yeah,
good movie.
See No Evil 2. That's Siska Sisters too.
Really, did not know that. I was just naming that though because that's a wrestler movie. That was the first one that came to my head.
It's a good one though.
Heard Rabbit wasn't that good though.
Anytime I
love the Cronenberg. That'd be one of my favorite directors.
Yeah.
I love body horror films.
Anytime I get to see Catherine Isabel on screen, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's in Rabid, but she's in a lot of Siska movies, and I'm like,
all right.
I can deal with this.
But I love David Cronenberg. I'd have to say for the director question.
Yeah,
I don't even know why he didn't come to mind. It's hard to get stuff out of your head as soon as you get asked a question. But some of the Cronenberg movies are amazing.
Oh, yeah, like, man. Videodrome?
The Fly, Videodrome,
Scanners.
Naked Lunch, Scanners, The
Dead
Changeling.
Ringers. We can go on.
Yeah, dude, amazing movies, all like real practical special effects that you get to look at.
He's the master of body horror.
So I'm not too foaming at the mouth to go watch the remake of Rabbit.
Man, I gotta be honest, like I'm super I'm always usually a little I don't want to like jump to thinking that something's going to be good. I always kind of expect it to be bad, and then when I see it and it's not bad, I'm like, okay, this is pretty good.
Like Stuber, exactly what I did. I was like, dude, it's gonna be a dumb little.
I don't really go into movies expecting them to be amazing ever. Exceptions to maybe Hereditary, I was kind of expecting it to be amazing, which it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't really.
I can't tell you how hard I slept on it.
The last time I've been really let down by a movie was Red Sparrow, and it's fucked up because I didn't have any expectations, and I was still let down.
Yeah, I haven't seen it,
and it's bad. It's not good.
I'll tell you, one director that always lets me down, man, never fails. T. West, probably my favorite horror director, dude. All the way from The House of the Devil, The Innkeepers, to his damn short on the ABCs of Death.
Yeah.
The T is for toilet, with the worst short in the whole damn series.
I thought you told me about to watch The Innkeepers.
No, I don't like The Innkeepers. Boring movies, dude.
I like it.
Boring.
I like
nothing happens.
The House of the Devil.
What happened in that movie?
Spooky stuff.
Nothing.
It's haunting. It's a haunting movie.
It's
a haunting movie.
Thanks to you, Wes, for wasting 2 hours of my life. If you're listening to this,
well,
terrible director.
Now that you've buried him on my podcast, I'll have to have him on to rebuttal.
Yeah, tell him to make another boring movie.
Tweet him about it.
Make another movie where not shit happens, please.
But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for sitting with me. And
that's it?
Yeah, that's
it. It was fun, man.
That's all we got.
I had fun today with you, Martel the God.
Thanks a lot.
Martel's Movie Madness podcast.
You want to tell people where they can find information about the Sylvia Theater?
Yeah, you can check out Sylvia Theater on Facebook. You can go to our website, sylviatheater.com. You can come downtown York and visit me. I'm here in this big Sylvia Theater, single-screen movie theater and music venue.
Nice. Well, I'm going to put all the upcoming dates for things at the beginning and in the intro because the episode will drop next week.
Nice.
So some of the things you have scheduled might have already happened, but I doubt it because I think you don't have anything scheduled next week.
We show brand new family movies.
Yeah.
And if there's not a big family movie out, I'll show biggest movie at the time. We got Sonic the Hedgehog about to come out. Some good movies coming out this year, man. Too. Pixar's Onward, March. The remake of Mulan, which looks awesome.
Oh yeah, it does look really good.
The Trolls World Tour, which is they're like making fun of Avengers. They got to get these 6 different guitar strings. Looks cool. There's some good stuff coming out this year. Jungle Cruise with The Rock looks really good as well.
I haven't seen anything about that.
And then me and Ryan Martel will be in the theaters in May 24th, I think it is, watching Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to check it out.
We're definitely going to see that together. Yeah. I'm going to buy your ticket if you're booked that week.
All right. I will definitely go see it with you, especially if you buy my ticket because that's
definitely.
Yeah, I'll request off for it. Well, thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Thank all y'all for listening. Now let's watch some fucking movies.
Woo!
Well, it looks like you survived. This time, come back.